Hi, this is Deb Cullerton from PMA Philadelphia. We're going to do a quick walk through the My Everything DiSC site produced by Wiley and help you understand what tools and resources are available to you through the portal. For many of you, you might have signed up at the time that you took your report. If you didn't, you'll want to come in and just go ahead and hit create an account. You'll either click on the link that we've sent you in the email, and if you don't have that, you can just look it up via the myeverythingdisc.com site. And so once you get there, you'll be able to go ahead and create an account. It'll get you here. To create an account, all you'll need is first name, last name, email address, your organization's name, and go ahead and create a password at that point. If you have an account already, you'll notice there's a spot for you to sign in, so you can always check, because if you've already created an account, it'll automatically bring you your email address and the password at the time that you signed in. I'm going to go ahead and just remind it to keep me logged in, and we'll go ahead and sign in. At this point, this is the portal. It's pretty simple. It gives you three core areas to consider: your comparisons, your style, and your reports. The first place I'd suggest you click is actually My Reports, just to see what's loaded in and to see if you need to add a report. If you need it to add a report, just either go back to your original report and look for your access code, or go back to the email that you would have received. In fact, it looks just like this. The Everything DiSC Workplace or Everything DiSC Management profile, when you get it, comes with the access code right in. If you have any difficulty with this, you can email us here at dbeck@pmaphil.com, and we'll go ahead and get you that access code so that you have it to add. So you would just go ahead and put that code in and hit add, and then you'll have all of your reports actually in. So if you look at mine, when I click on my reports, I have two reports, one from 2013, one from 2014, and I'm telling the system to use this as my primary since it's the most recent one. After that, I'll have you look at the My Style section. Within this section, we've got a breakdown and reminder of each of the core areas of your profile. There's also a podcast for each person that ranges in minutes, but it's typically about an hour. You can see mine is 64 minutes, and you can either listen to this online or go ahead and download it for listening on your phone or wherever in the future. These are individualized to one of the 12 segments in the profile, and it'll focus and really help you just think more about your style, how other people may perceive your style, strengths, weaknesses, ways to make sure that you're leveraging what you know about your style and getting the most out of it. When you get into these breakdowns, all these are the areas to focus on: your interactions, your environment, and your communications. And again, these will be all the same if you've just done a My Everything DiSC Workplace or Management, and these can vary if you've done some of the other profiles. And then lastly, and I think probably most powerfully, there's an area called My Comparisons. And comparison reports are reports that you can do with another team member, and it will look at key areas within your two reports and help you understand where you're the same, where you're different, and then give you tips for how to work better with each other. So you can see you can invite people to go ahead and create a comparison report with you, and it'll give you some suggested people that we have in the system based on what the email address is that their report is coming from. Or and you can also search that specifically. So I could go in and search for somebody. They do not have to be in the system with the same address. So my all of these folks are at my priority management address. But if I come into my PMA Phil, I can find Dorinda. Right, and you'll just come down and confirm the list, and then we'll just go ahead and send the invite. And you can see the sample message here, and then you're ready to go ahead and send the invite. And so the invite goes off to that individual, right? So you can see that that's already been sent. Now I've already run a comparison report with Dorinda, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull that up just so you can see what it looks like. Once you have multiple people in your comparison report, you can even look at a whole group map of them. But for now, we'll just look at Dorinda. So this is my dot, this is her dot, and then we can get in and actually dig into any one of these 5 categories, whether it's building relationship, getting buy-in from them, if I have to give Dorinda feedback on something or manage conflict or tension, or if we're just working on a project together. These are all areas where I can look at it and it's going to give me some tips on how to work better with her. These are are really, really successfully used by a lot of managers who want to have better relationships with their staff. And so they create comparison reports with each of them. And during their one-on-ones or during, a separate meeting, they might take the time to go through each of these areas and really talk about the difference and how the difference might affect their work. So, in just this simple example, you could see if Dorinda and I were working together on something from a project standpoint, I would understand that I like a little bit more structure than she does. And so that probably is something we should communicate about before we get too far in. But at the same time, I can see that we both focus on possibilities and maybe need to do some things to make sure that we're focusing on the realities and not just the possibilities. In other words, being a little bit more realistic and not always optimistic, whether that be about timelines or even what's doable and what's not doable. So each of the comparison reports gives you all of those. And of course, you also have this box over here that allows you to see any notifications. So I can see not only what comparisons I have, but if I have any outstanding invites where people have not responded, I'll be able to see that as well. So that's it for today. Just a quick overview of this great tool. We hope you'll dig in, set up your account, and investigate the many tools and resources you'll find here at the My Everything DiSC portal. If you have any trouble at all, please feel free to reach out to us at PMA Philadelphia. You can reach us at dbeck@pmaphil.com, or you can just call us at 856-755-3680. Thanks.